Hello and welcome. In this video, today we shall discuss about a basic concept of physics, that is earthing. The term earthing itself suggests that it is connected to the earth, that is the ground. Before going to the concept of earthing, let us see how material is classified on the basis of its conductivity. We have conductors, which are the substances through which electric charges can flow easily. So these material which allow the charges to move through them are called as conductors. Insulators are the materials which do not allow electric charges to flow through them. We have examples of insulator as paper. Under no circumstances can you make electric charge flow through a piece of paper. Or you can take an example of wood as well. Wood will never allow the electricity to flow through it. Thus they are insulators. On the other hand, all metals are good conductors because electrons can easily flow through them. There is another head of classification apart from these two, that is semiconductors. Semiconductors are those materials which behave like conductors under certain condition and otherwise they are insulators. It means when some conditions like temperature or voltage is applied, insulators turn into conductors. So those materials are called as semiconductors. They show property of conductors and insulator under certain conditions given. Example of semiconductors is silicon, germanium. Now, let us see what is earthing. The process of sharing of charges with the earth is called grounding or earthing. Whenever an excess charge comes on a body and if the body gets connected to the ground, the charges will always flow to the ground. This is a natural tendency. Take an example. Say we are sitting on a plastic chair for a long time. We are wearing slippers. It means we are not connected directly to the ground. Now, after having been sitting there for a long time, say a friend of mine comes and touches me saying hello. What happens? This we all have experienced many times, that both the people get a slight shock. You can hear a small sound also and you can feel the sudden electric charge transfer. Thus, what happens is that when a person is sitting on a plastic chair for a long time, charges develop on the body, and when another person comes and touches, the other person is grounded, then charges transfer from one body to another and we feel that slight shock. This is because the charges are flowing to the ground through the body of another person. In this diagram below, we can see the symbol of earthing, that is ground. It is drawn as a straight line and 3 or 4 horizontal lines of decreasing length. This is the symbol to show that the circuit is grounded. Besides is a practical example where household supplies are grounded. Here we can see an electric pole which is blue in color, cylindrical electric pole, and the ground connection is given by inserting an conducting rod into the earth. The green colored wire is the connection between the earth rod and the electric pole. If by chance excess of current comes on the electric pole, any person standing will not get a shock because the grounding is provided. In standard 10th, you have studied about this earthing where all the household connections have the ground connection. We have the 3-pin plug, the third and the wider pin in that is the ground pin. So any short circuit or any excess of charge in the appliance will have a path to flow to the ground through the earth wire. This is how we are saved from getting a shock. Now let us understand what exactly happens when we ground. Take the first example. This is a conducting body with positive charges on it. When we connect it to the ground, we have electrons flowing from the earth onto the conductor. Now, an important point to understand here is that the body has got excess of positive charges, but positive charges cannot move. Please understand that positive charges are nothing but the absence of electron. They are not particles like electrons, but absence of electrons make the existence of positive charge. Because they are not particles, so they cannot move. Hence, in the diagram you can see the arrow is pointing from the ground upward, which means electrons from the ground will travel through the wire and will nullify the charges on the object. Thus, we will see the positive charges will disappear and we say that the body has become uncharged. In the next diagram, the object has excess of negative charges on the surface. When this object is grounded, electrons from the object now flows to the ground. The arrow is pointing downwards, which shows that the excess of electrons have found a path via the conducting rod or the conducting wire, and they can then flow to the ground. Thus the objects which are initially charged becomes uncharged while we ground them. This is what happens in all the circuits. Looking at the practical example, we are always told that we should not stand below a tree during lightning. Now why is it so? Lightning is a natural process of discharge of electric charges. When large amount of charge get accumulated on the clouds, the charges find a path to come down to the ground and we have the lightning that strikes the earth. We know that any high-rise object or elongated objects provide an easy path for the charges to flow to the ground. This happens for towers, high-rise buildings or huge trees. So if we stand below a tree during lightning and thunderstorm, the lightning will have an easy route to the ground via the tree, and thus the person standing below it will also get harmed. That is why we should never stand below the tree during such weather. On the contrary, sitting inside a car during lightning is safe. This is because we have the tires of the car which are made up of rubber and they are the insulators. So it provides a safe place for us to be inside the car. There is another reason that we shall see in subsequent topics of this chapter. There is a phenomena called as electrostatic shielding. So a metal body always shields us from any electric charge, and car is a hollow metal body, thus we are safe inside the car. Hence, this is how the electric charge study is applicable in our daily life. We also see examples where as a child we have done this activity of taking bits of paper and rubbing the comb in the dry hair. Either you take a comb or you take a scale. When you rub it onto your dry hair, you have charges develop on the scale or the comb. When you bring that charge scale near the bits of paper gets attracted. The moment you ground, the moment you connect it with the ground, the charges vanish and thus the bits of paper fall back. There are many such examples from daily life regarding the charges and ground effect. Thank you for hearing the discussion.